design transferred to the black rectangle. This is the part we're going to cut out. We're going to cut these shapes out next. But first, let me tell you what other supplies you're going to need. So you already know you need black paper. You're also going to need white paper for your base. The black pieces are going to be glued to the white paper, so you'll need a glue stick. Obviously, you'll need scissors to cut your shapes out, and your ruler, which you should have had to measure your black rectangle. Also, once you start to cutting your pieces, you want to make sure that you keep up with all of your pieces. If you have to stop working for any reason, you might want a little plastic baggie to put all your pieces in so you can come back to your piece later. Alright, so right now, I'm going to start cutting some of my shapes out. So really important, you want to cut the whole shape out without cutting apart the rest of the paper. So I'm going to start on one side. I'll do this long straight leaf first. And I'm going to get to that point right there. I'm going to take my scissors out and I'm going to start on the other side of that leaf, that blade of grass. And I'm going to cut up to that point. Ah, my piece cut out. So there's my first piece. Do that for all of the other pieces, making sure you start on one side of your shape and then coming back from the other side of the shape until you get that piece cut out. And if you've got a lot of long, big shapes like I have, your little paper is going to get kind of flimsy. Just make sure you hold it together as best you can. If some part does get cut off, that's okay. We're going to be gluing it to a base paper and everything will fall back into place. So, I've got a piece that's kind of already in that stage. Once you get all of your pieces cut out, it's really important at this stage to line everything up on your white paper so you know how much margin you're going to need around the rectangle once you start placing your pieces. And this is how this works. As you can see, I've already glued some of the pieces that I've cut out where they need to go. In Notan, you take your cut out piece and you're going to place it opposite to where you cut it. Just like that. So you're actually just flipping it out. It's like a mirrored image. So when you're designing your piece, make sure you've got enough room to put all your pieces before you start gluing. So down here, I could use a little bit more paper. So next time, I'll have a bigger piece of paper to put those pieces. So to glue those last pieces in place, you just take the glue stick, put a little glue on the back, and place those opposite from where they were cut. So remember, this is about balance. The balance of light and dark. Things being complementary to one another. And another cool thing about Notan is you can create a design within your shape, but you don't really know how it's going to come out until you cut the pieces out and start placing them. So it's kind of ambiguous in the beginning, which is another life metaphor. You don't know how life's going to come out. You may have goals and dreams and ambitions, but who knows? Voila! Finished Notan from my blades of grass piece. I have another one, a little bit more room around it. And when you finish your design, look at it. What does it make you think of? What are some other shapes that you could do in another Notan design? I also looked at some of the flowers that I've got blooming. I have columbine flowers that have a really pretty leaf shape. And I just focused on the leaves around the flowers for this one. Different concept. Notice how I changed the way I oriented my design. Another thing to keep in mind, I have something cut off of each side of the rectangle. So all four sides have some shapes cut out of them. Again, I didn't overlap anything, but there's something on the bottom, something cut from the top, and the two sides. And there are other kinds of shapes that you can do as well. Shapes in the middle. Shapes within shapes. It's another neat way to work in Notan. I mean, it's just limitless possibilities, and all you're using is black and white paper, the balance of light and dark. So think about some other designs that you can make when you're doing this activity at home. Also think about working opposite. Draw your design on a white rectangle next time, cut it out, and put it on a black paper base, and see how it changes the appearance of the design. See which way you like to do better. So I hope you've enjoyed this activity. All of the supplies can be found at Walmart or even dollar stores. Black and white paper, scissors, pencil, eraser, ruler, a little bag if you need it to put your pieces in, and a glue stick. So have fun, y'all. Stay safe and stay balanced.